I think I said it, after the tournament ended last year to all the other UAE guys as well, when we got back in the UAE group, that I couldn't have asked for a better franchise to be a part of. All the players that are here and what I can learn from them, and the coaching staff we've had last year and this year. Obviously, Bravo this year, so much experience. I think he's played the most number of T20 games, so learning from him, learning from Sunil is great, So, sometimes I've heard that Sunil might come across as a guy that, who doesn't speak much, but actually if you go and ask him something about cricket, he takes time of day to help you out and really tell you what he thinks of it. And I think those conversations I've had with Sunil have really helped. Ravi is, someone I've gotten to know off the field as well. But because he saw me last year and this year, so, he's one of those guys who, if he sees something technical with bowling, he spots it very quickly and he lets me know. So every time I bowl, he comes and he mitts, so he's been like really important to me in terms of getting better. He has that certain level of trust in me to go out there and, get the job done. I mean, you obviously want to play every single game, but if you're not playing, that's okay. You look for ways to help out the team. If someone wants something, you help them out. But in terms of competition, of course, you don't want someone else to do badly and then you get a chance. You obviously, wait for your chance, and when you get a chance, you give it your all. One of the best things about cricket or any sport is you never know what's going to happen. We talk about, like, I'm not getting much of a go, but I might get one game where I, do something and then life might change. Growing up in India, cricket is probably the biggest thing that's happening in India. So that's how the interest for cricket grew, and obviously I think through my father, he watched and played a little bit. So that's how, when you talk about knowing so much cricket, that is because obviously I don't do a lot of other things in my life apart from playing cricket and obviously watching so much cricket that goes on. So I moved to UAE when I was 7 in 2011. I was living 7 years in Hyderabad before that. Originally we're from Karnataka, but as soon as I was born we moved to Hyderabad. But yeah, out and out Dubai guy now, I'd say. As a group, we did really well to come 9th. We were plate champions. Something us as a nation we haven't done is, bring silverware back from an ICC event. So to be the first UAE team to do that was great. And that game against Uganda you talk about, of course, like, apart from anything, it was just the relief that we won that game, because obviously we're not demeaning them as a team, but it's a game where you expect to win. So obviously with that expectation of us winning that game, and then to put ourselves in a position where they could have won that game, and then obviously last wicket we needed 10. Me and finishing that game off was pretty nice. And obviously player of the match, 4 wickets as well. In all honesty, it's not just because he's my captain here, but Sunil, ever since I saw him bowl like up close last year, I was like, that's the level of cricketer that I want to be. Obviously the level he operates at, and just his consistency in terms of delivering performances day in, day out, league after league. So it's definitely Sunil, but leg spinners I look up to are Rashid Khan, just in terms of what he's done for Afghanistan as a nation and his rise as a cricketer. So 2021 Jan, we had a series against Ireland, one-day series in Abu Dhabi, and obviously I was in the 16-member squad for that, and 4 ODIs. You'd think that I'd obviously play, and I was told that I would be playing the second one-day after our first game, but it was during the COVID bubble time, and we obviously had 7 or 8 positive cases in our bubble. So obviously series getting cancelled, a bit disheartening, but that's how the sport is, that's how life is, and you just move on. And when the IPL happened here, 2021, I was fortunate enough to be in the Punjab Kings bubble as a net bowler. Obviously my first franchise experience, if you want to call it that. Great experience because first of all, I got to know how cricket at that level is, and how to operate at franchise level. I honestly can't think of myself doing anything other than cricket, because that's all I've done all my life. But unrealistically, if you have to ask me what I would have done, I think I'd like to be a pilot, just because you get to travel around and stuff, and I think I really like to travel.